Last time on Knights of the Roll Table, Delleth, Jerrick, Sarsa, and Saeleas, along with groundskeeper Kinku, named Broom, were led down to a low dungeon beneath Corvax Keep. They found Delleth's brother Popol, previously thought dead, but now in a cell. First, they fought several guards revealed to be vampires, and Ulf the bodyguard, who transformed into a werewolf. Ulf escaped, and the group released Popol, who seemed to also be vampiric in nature, but with a soul. Sarsa cast Greater Restoration on him, drowning him in radiant pain.
So, we pick up with Popol reeling back, kind of arching his back as Sarsa had touched him, and kind of a burning light smoke is kind of coming off of his skin, almost like the radiant energy from Saloon is burning your brother, Delleth, a little bit. And as you lift your hand off of his pale skin, there's almost like a little, kind of like, it's almost like kind of sticky because it's singed a little bit, because you're basically kind of like burning him in a way. He recoils and kind of collapses down on all fours, and he's just breathing really heavily. That hurt.
Right, but did it work? Jerrick, how's he smelling?
So, Jerrick or Sarsa, since you're kind of attuned to this and also, have a sense, you can make a medicine check, or you can make a, let's say, a religion check.
I'm actually better with medicine than religion. I'm not a very good cleric.
That's fine.
I'm terrible in both.
It's going to be a 12.
12 for medicine?
Yes.
He looks very cleansed and healed from a little bit of malnutrition over what could be years. But Jerrick, you sense there's still an aura of undead coming from Popol's soul. Sarsa, you get the sense that you restored him in several ways, but you didn't. Usually, if you perform any kind of restoration of a curse or something like that, there is a feeling that the curse is lifted, and you don't really get that. With the 12, I'll say that you don't really get the same sense, like something feels off. Like this is not a simple curse that is just, gone.
Okay, so first, it's not a smell thing. It's a connection with divine sensor. Wait, is it a smell thing for you, Sarsa?
Yeah, kind of. It's the difference between somebody who's just taken a shower and somebody who maybe, has been walking through brimstone for a while. It's not a smell thing for you?
It's not. No, that's interesting. Well, anyway, there's still some undead in this one. Like, it's hard to. It's a little weird, but the soul is still not back. If that makes sense.
I made an effort.
Yeah. No, he's better, but I mean,
it's a good effort.
Still a thing.
It's hard to explain. I don't remember what happened, but how I became this way. I woke up. I thought I was being tortured, and I thought I died, and then I woke up here years ago, and then they starved me until I was so hungry, and then they fed me blood, and I wanted it. That's the thing. They kept me alive by someone's blood. Different people, I think.
I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of it was. Some ill means, probably. Brother, it's good to see you.
You
But
say
damn,
years.
I wish you wouldn't have come. You're only endangering yourself.
Do you recall how many years it has been since we've seen each other?
I don't. How many years since we've seen each other?
Closer to a decade than not. Is that how long you've been here?
Perhaps. Seems like. In some ways, it seems like it's only been days, and in other ways, it seems like it's been centuries. My memory is not what it was. It's almost like someone's reached in and stirred it with a spoon. Just then, as you're having this conversation, you hear kind of commotion from above you. You hear footsteps. You hear somebody scream. Some pottery or some instruments or something like that are clamoring to the ground. You hear kind of like another big kind of explosion from somewhere in the distance in the castle, and you get the sense that there's a bit of unrest. There's things that are happening.
Delleth turns to Sarsa and goes, Sarsa, you mentioned a ripcord that you had set up for us, yes?
Right, do we feel like it's time, or are we all wrapped up here?
Maybe good to have it handy, yes.
All right, here, gather close, and I will go ahead and do my word of recall once I have everybody all.
Can we put like a cloak or something over Popol? Just because I know we're likely going into. It might be daytime out there.
Yeah. Does anybody have an extra cloak? Fully
I
access.
guess I sort of wear a cloak. I could just take off my own cloak and be like,
Okay.
Stay under this. If something burns, I apologize, but obviously just do your best to stay under this.
He's wearing kind of like a very old, ripped, obviously dirty tunic, and some kind of short, tattered breeches and barefoot and pretty unkempt, a little smelly. He says, "Wade, where are we going? I don't know if I've had the energy to move outside."
We'll take you somewhere safe, brother. For now.
Oh, all right.
While
It's
we
just
figure things out.
Okay.
Stay close now.
So you cast Word of Recall, and this takes you back to, what was your origin point, where you wanted to go back?
It was that initial.
I think it was the stables?
Yeah, I think it was the stable.
The stables, right? Okay. So Word of Recall, what does it look like when you cast Word of Recall? Like how does this form?
You see it like on the floor, kind of like a shimmering crescent like starts to form around us, and then eventually it kind of like surges up to create like a full whole moon. And that light engulfs us and then transports us back.
Awesome. Okay. So a warm moon hug envelops all of you, and then the sort of whole surrounding area, the spherical area, lights up, and then it sort of peels back, and you find yourself in the stables that you were in pretty recently before. It is a little bit later in the day, although it is still sunlight out. There's a good amount of cloud cover, and it's kind of murky, and when you go into a winter area where it's all kind of just gray malaise in the air, that's sort of what the sky is. You can't really see the sun, it's out there, but it's just sort of this big gray white blanket that's over the sky and perpetually look like it's about to snow or rain. You can't really tell. The cold hits you because it was very dank and warm and humid down in the dungeon. And as you suddenly appear in this area, you all kind of shiver a little bit and have to kind of readjust to it's like jumping in a cold pool. Like, ooh.
Bracing.
Chicken skin, you know. Broom, you look around. This is your familiar area. You are used to cleaning the stables and mucking the stables. You remember something that Lord Corvax had told you, a command that he gave you. Go to the room of my son and fetch the tome if both my sons are together.
What? Go to the room of my son and fetch the tome of both my sons.
Yeah. Can you say it kind of like Lord Corvax?
Lord Corvax. Go to the room of my son and fetch the tome if both my sons are there.
So Delleth, you hear that? It sounds like your father, uncannily. And at first you're like, "What, is he here?" And even Popol even takes a second to like, "What? You know, he's a little delirious and out of it, and hears his dad's voice, and he's like, "What?" And then you both look down at Broom, and then you kind of think, "What did he say? Go to the room and the what?"
Go to the room of my son and fetch the tome if both my sons are together.
You know.
Room.
Well, sounds like we need to go to one of your rooms.
Yes, is this
Unless you
meant
share a
literally, or is this like a metaphor? Is the room like inside our hearts, or
Room of my son.
I think he's talking about our childhood bedroom on the second floor.
is that still maintained? They didn't turn it into like an office or like like a gym or something?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in, well, however long I've been down in the dungeons.
Do you remember a tome in there?
I don't know what he could be talking about.
Well, let's make haste.
Fetch the tome. Fetch the tome.
All right.
Before we make too much haste, I'm quite hurt.
Oh, right.
Bit singed.
Just a moment.
We should deal with that.
Could we just take like a rest for a few minutes? Just anything at all, or if anyone has like a healing potion, or I don't know, anything, a band-aid.
Okay. I lay on hands and give him 20 HP.
That helps.
You hear another rumble in the background, and then somebody's like, "No, get off me!" And there's soldiers. Kind of, you hear the rattling of armor, like soldiers running by, kind of, yards away from you, but it seems to be going away. So there's definitely some commotion happening around the keep, and something went down. The big rumble, you feel like, might have caused a little bit of chaos and like what's happening. And then you did take out a couple of guards, and Ulf looked pretty bad, so get the sense that maybe you might have even started something. Jerrick, you feel a pointed blade at your back.
Oh, yeah, I do. I feel a sense now, actually, very specifically.
Don't move there, son. And then take a step forward, keep your hands up.
I do.
How far away am I from this right now?
You're within a couple feet.
And do I have eyes on this?
But at first you just hear it. You don't, there's like a stable, and there's, bales of hay, and you're all kind of in a circle with, and then you just hear this voice come from behind Jerrick. You turn around, Jerrick, and you see a small dwarf female. Some of you might recognize from the night before. I think it's the night before. It's been a while since the night before, but as her name is Susanna Clarn. She was at the tavern. You went over and talked to her, and she said that she had seen this army of the dead, and she's kind of like a tracker hunter that took people up to the north You see the same female, and she's holding a small dagger, and she's dressed in kind of warm furs and leathers, and she's like, "What are y'all doing here?"
Well, if it isn't Susanna Clarn.
The same.
You put your weapon away right now. We have a very vested interest in the well-being of that man right there. I'd hate for things to get ugly.
You're really in a lot more trouble than you see that. Do you see the look in her eye? Like that's I feel I'm feeling the need to protect you right now. If there's anything I could do to support, but like I highly recommend maybe lowering the blade.
I don't know what's going on, but I have a vested interest in protecting these steeds. So if you're going to hurt them in any way, there's chaos going on.
Wait, Broom, come here, please.
Here, please.
Meanwhile, like Sarsa literally has lightning crackling at her fingertips right now.
Mm-mm.
Broom, tell them we're friends. You mean the horse is no harm?
All right.
Go to the room.
All right. She puts her dagger back and she says,
"Just be careful." Oh boy, Gingy Wingy.
I don't think maybe you're not here to hurt these animals, but what are you doing here? I see you in the tavern last night talking in whispers, and now all of a sudden all the soldiers are running around. A loud explosion from somewhere. I feel like everything's about to go down.
Well, that was me.
Well, good for you then. I came to rescue these animals. I'm about to get out of here. Yes, really.
It was thoughtful of you.
I don't have much of friends in this town, so except for several of these steeds, I take them on my missions and tracking, so...
Well, when your first move in approaching a group is to pull a dagger on them before you even know what they're doing out there, it's not a wonder you don't have any friends.
You got blood and dust all over you. I thought you were gonna hurt him.
And to be fair, we just appeared out of nowhere, I'm sure.
Yes, that startled me. I was over there and you didn't see me because you have this... Oh my goodness. And she kind of notices... for the first time, she looks over at Popol and she kind of backs away and says, "It's the son. It's Lord Corvax's son, his other son. We thought you were dead." "I thought I was as well, but apparently not. Or maybe I am."
Susanna, as you can see, we have a situation where, as evidenced by my brother currently in flesh and blood in front of you, things may not be quite as they seem around here.
Yes. Well, one way or another, I'm taking these animals and getting out of town. You're welcome to come with me, but I'm leaving within the hour. I've got to get them mounted and get some supplies. I'm taking the lot of them, and you notice there's 6 different stable areas for each of the steeds, the winter steeds. These are big, fuzzy, furry Clydesdale size horses, big shaggy dog kind of like fur, but like on horses. So a very winter horse. And she's like, "I'm leaving within the hour, so do what you need to do, say what you need to say to the ground, and then we are hooves up in T-minus 30 minutes. She wouldn't say that. We are hooves up in less than an hour. So say your goodbyes and do your tinkles and let's get out of here."
Okay, everybody got that? We're gonna say our goodbyes and do our tinkles.
She turns around and she starts like grabbing some stuff like the stable and starts kind of grabbing supplies and putting a little pile in the middle. And so you have an hour if you're going to leave with Susanna.
Okay, Popol, it's time to remember some things. Do you recall where our room is and how we can get there quickly?
It's on the second floor.
Also, does anyone need to tinkle?
Oh, but I could still use some more healing.
Could we combine those two, perhaps? Is there some intersection there? No? All right.
If
no
you
one
if
needs
you
to
if
tinkle on
you go outside and tinkle, you get it's the equivalent of a short rest. Yes, you can.
Sure.
I could do that.
Oh, I'll do that.
Everyone can go outside and pee in the hay.
So
You
refreshing.
feel a lot better. Holding. In fact, I think it's a good time to bring up the fact that holding your bladder is an increasing problem in today's society. So today's episode is brought to you by Cervical. No,
After we all take a moment to
Yeah.
relieve ourselves, now we come back to this exact same conversation. Okay.
Much better.
Now,
I used 10 hit dice to mostly get all the way up.
Yeah. Yeah, take a short rest.
Now, as you were saying, Popol, second floor.
Second floor, the east side of the keep. There's our father's room, as you remember, lodge. The four-poster bed. Our rooms were down the hallway, about 50, 60 feet, I think, and there was an office, a study. There was a master-at-arms storage room for supplies. There was a secret passageway that was across the hallway that led into the broom closet. But
Okay. Well, you could have started with that one.
well, I
Broom.
didn't think about it. It's been years, and
Broom, would you happen to be familiar at all with where the broom closet might lead? Or is that presumptuous? Just because,
Broom,
Familiar.
I need you to make a survival check to
Oh,
see if Broom knows where the hidden passageway leads to.
Hmm. Oh no. That's a 1.
Okay.
So hooves up.
You get the sense that Broom does not know anything about a secret passageway, other than the fact you said the name Broom in Broom Closet. He's not going to be much help.
Go to the room.
Okay. Yep.
I know that the secret passageways were blocked when we were children, and our father told me about them. Ways to escape if there was an attack. I don't know. I imagine they would go somewhere else on the first floor, or maybe even the dungeons.
We may spend more time trying to figure that out than just going through the front door. Well, I guess I'll open it up to everyone else. What approach would we be comfortable taking? The fast and loose, or see if we can sneak in?
I really don't care.
it's your castle. You know it better than any of us.
I like fast and loose, but I'll do whatever the group says.
I too like fast and loose, but I'll do whatever the group says. Damn it.
Yeah, you do. Sorry.
Broom, you get a vote too.
Both fast and loose.
All right. Well, that's not helpful.
Fast and loose. Fast and loose.
Both fast and loose. Both fast and loose. Both fast and loose. Both fast and loose. Both fast and loose. Both fast and loose.
Loose.
Both fast and loose.
We need to get Weston to make this
Broom is now caught in a loop.
Saeleas taps Broom lightly on the head.
There is a
All right.
There is a second floor to the stable, which just has a bunch of hay. It's like a higher up attic, so to speak. I don't know what the correct barn terminology is, but a area where
Loft.
a loft. Thank you. There is a loft with a ladder, and you notice this ladder, and it's going up, and you think maybe we could use that for scaling something. It's a possibility.
Who feels like climbing up on the stable roof? Everybody? Yes? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So you guys go up to, after having a short rest, you can heal a little bit if you want to use your hit dice. And you're going to head up the ladder to the stable roof, and then through the stable roof, there is a little hatch that you can jump up on, kind of climb up on top of the barn stables itself. It's about a 10-foot leap from the stable roof to the parapet along the edge of the keep. As you're up there, you also notice that not directly in front of you, where the keep is next to the stables, but sort of on the next area over, there's some soldiers that are looking out and kind of looking down at something. So some of those white soldiers are sort of, they're about 100 feet away from you right now, and through another tower, but they're, they would be within sight of you if you made some noise. What would you like to do?
Can everyone jump 10 feet? Popol, I'm looking at you.
I'm not feeling up for jumping anything. Perhaps I should stay in the stable.
The words from your father seem to indicate that you were to do this together.
Well, that's true. I just don't know if I can jump that far. But
Or we could just send Broom. It did tell him just to go to the room.
I don't want
But
to.
he doesn't seem to know where it is.
I don't want to endanger Broom. He's an innocent in all of this. Sorry, Broom. It's not that I don't trust you. I just don't want you to get hurt.
Innocent in all this.
Yes. Well said. I suppose we could try. I might need a little bit of a running start. And he kind of shakes, shakes his arms a little bit, and trying to. He's been locked up so long. You see, he's kind of just trying to get some movement happening. Who would like to jump first? Or how would you like to traverse this 10 feet from roof to parapet? Y'all are high-level adventurers. Should be no problem jumping across.
I think I can jump
some
that.
fun jumping spells.
Like, say, jump.
I might. Hang on.
10-foot pole.
I can offer you
Room
flock
has a
of
10-foot
familiars.
Room does have a 10-foot pole, as he says 10-foot pole. He has the 10-foot broom handle.
It's 10 feet?
It is pretty long.
I do also have this rope of climbing, if that's helpful. Better for going up and down, though, than across.
Yeah, would it work horizontal if we just tossed it over there? We just pretend
can
we're
literally
climbing
just-
up in the horizontal direction.
I'm gonna quietly ask. Delleth,
Yes.
would it be unusual for fog to show up at this time of year?
Well, considering how cold it is and generally snowy, no. Though we would call it a mist more than a fog.
I'm gonna use my wand of fog because I don't have a wand of mist.
Okay.
Just to give us a little bit of cover.
Sure.
I'm gonna have the fog seep out.
Yeah. Okay. So from Saeleas's wand of fog, a sort of thin layer of fog seeps around. What's the range on that, or how big is the fog?
Hang on. The wand
If it's the
itself
same
doesn't say
thing
when I
as
look it up.
fog cloud.
It
I
is
have
the
that
same as
spell.
fog cloud. Yes.
It's a 20-foot
Good.
radius.
I don't have it handy.
Okay.
Great.
So yeah, that'll give you a lot of cover around the area of the area that you need to go to. It'll definitely shield you from the guards on the other parapet on the other side of the tower, and you'll at least be visibly not seen.
Good. That's halfway there.
Yeah. So that'll give you advantage on stealth.
All right, great. Since I'm assuming I might be the stealthiest in the group, it would probably behoove me to jump in first, take a look, and then, give everyone the all clear from over there.
All right. And you have a long pole. I think it was a 6-foot pole. I don't know if it was a 10-foot pole. Broom. I don't know if I gave you a 10-foot pole, but yeah, definitely had a 6-foot pole. Because you were very short. But so you have a pole, and you also have the rope of climbing, which I believe is a magical kind of sentient, sort of like you can give it commands and it sort of does the thing. It doesn't nod its head or anything like that. But all right. So you want to just try to jump, or you want to try to like pole vault or be thrown? How are you going to get across?
Is there enough space to get a running start for a jump?
The barn has you're on a slight rake. You're on a slight kind of downward slope, like a little 20-degree slope. So you could run down and then jump across if you'd like.
Okay. And then there's a rope of climbing. Sarsa, that's yours, right?
Yes.
So Delleth turns to Sarsa and goes, Sarsa, would it make sense to, I'll carry one end, you hold on to one end, I'll take it across and see if I can tie it up somewhere?
Works for me.
All right, let's do it. So Delleth's plan is he's going to take a running start, he's going to jump out, and he's going to do it while he's holding on to one end of the rope of climbing.
Okay. Give me a acrobatics or athletics?
I would prefer acrobatics.
Okay. An acrobatics check.
Let's go. As a 16 make it.
Nice.
You leap across, and from the fog, it's a little hard to tell if Delleth is even going to make it, but you hear a very kind of silent, and he clears the stone as well as lands deftly. So yes, you did make it. And you're holding the rope.
From across the fog, I just say, that was a good thump, not a bad thump.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll with advantage.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. 24.
Yeah, very silent. So you're pretty confident that they did
Can I
not
see
hear you.
where I landed? Is it just like a window into a hallway? Is it like a room
So
itself?
you're on the kind of the top tower.
I see.
Like you're kind of like the walkway parapet of the keep. So it's open. It's outdoors, but if you went a little further, on one side there's a tower that goes into the keep itself on the second floor. And if you went the other way, you go through a tower, and then on the other side of the tower is another parapet where the guards are, a little further up.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like
great.
a surrounding barrier wall.
Yeah. Just quickly looking around here in like my direct 5-foot vicinity, anything that I could tie the rope onto?
There are there's a couple of loose crossbows. There's the stone, which kind of has that sort of, geometrical, here's one brick, and then here's a space, and here's another brick and a space. So you could tie around some of the bricks pretty easily.
Okay. I guess I'll I'll try that. I'll try
Okay.
wrapping around one of the bricks, knotting it up well, and then shaking the rope to let Sarsa know, like, I've tied it to something.
Over on the other side, I'm like, he knows he can just talk to it, right?
I didn't exactly give him a tutorial on it. That's
He'll work
really
it out, I
my
guess.
bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
If the rope could look at you and be like, what are you doing? I'm right here. Just give me a command. I'm right.
I know how to do this.
So the rope is rolling its
One
eyes
job.
at you like, I could tie it better not than.
Yeah, it's
All right,
little rope eyes.
on the other side, you feel the rope kind of go taut a little bit, and that's Delleth giving you the signal for it's okay to come across.
All right, you lot, one after the other.
Now, are you
Jerrick will
balancing
try
on
it
the
out.
rope? Or are you kind of like crawling underneath? How are we using the rope?
Well,
Jerrick
I'm still holding the other end of it, right?
I mean, someone is.
Yeah, that'll be me.
I have an idea. What if we tie the rope one at a time to each of us? We try to jump across, but if we miss, then Delleth could pull us up the rest of the way. And then we just tell the rope to go back across.
Jerrick is 90% sure he can jump it, so he really wants to like try, but have the rope there to like rescue him if it turns out he can't.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
If Jerrick is doing
basically.
that, then that is exactly what Sarsa wants to do as well, just to prove if he fails that I can do it too.
All right. So, Jerrick, you want to go first?
He'll go first. He definitely can't know that Sarsa's going to follow him and he's being a bad role model, but yes, what do I need to do?
All right. You're going to give me a acrobatics or athletics roll. You get to choose how you're getting across. And then also a stealth roll with advantage.
Okay. Where's my acro? Okay. Well, I have athletics of 7, so I'll give that a try.
You're trying to beat 14.
Okay, rolled well. Rolled a 13, so 20. And then you said
no
stealth
problem.
roll?
No problem clearing the stone to get over onto the walkway with Delleth, and then roll a stealth check with advantage to see if you make noise. The sound meter is set at 11. So if you anything below 11 means that they might hear you.
With
Spinal
advantage?
tap would be like
Totally heard.
Yeah.
It's a 24.
No problem. Also very silent. Just barely kind of like boom, boom, boom. All right. You
hear through the
back
fog.
across?
You hear through the fog, I knew it. And yeah, toss the rope back.
Okay. By the way, 20 minutes have passed. There's 40 minutes left in your hour before Susanna leaves.
Come on, let's go.
must go faster.
Let's go faster.
Who's
next?
I want to try and jump it.
All right. Give me a acrobatics or athletics.
22.
22 will do it. So Sarsa, let's say Delleth and Jerrick is just like, okay, who's coming next? And all of a sudden Sarsa leaps across and lands, and go ahead and roll stealth with advantage.
$11.
11.
I'm not a stealthy lady.
Yeah, so Sarsa lands and she does clear it, but there's a clang. It's kind of like a little rattling of metal. You hear in the distance, in the immediate kind of horizon, what's that? You hear something? through the
All
fog.
right, everyone else, hurry.
I'll go next.
All right.
I'm definitely gonna try the thing where I tie the rope around my waist
Okay, so
before I jump.
Do you tie the
just in
rope, or are you
case.
telling the rope tie?
Rope, tie around me, and if I fall, pull me the rest of the way.
All right. It kind of gingerly wraps around your waist and knots itself. Does that?
Oh, got a double square knot. Impressive. All right, and then I'll take a running start and leap.
Okay, go ahead and make athletics or acrobatics.
It'll be acrobatics, and I will miss because I got a 9.
Ooh, so Saeleas leaps off and he's like, "Ha ha, adventure!" and then just
Adventure!
falls
Ah!
down and kind of slides into the side of the cave. Just so at that moment, the rope pulls you up as commanded and starts to kind of loop itself to pull up Saeleas. And you guys see this rope sort of like self-pulling. It's very impressive. However, I need you to make a stealth roll. You don't have advantage anymore because the guards have been alerted.
Yep.
So just a regular stealth roll.
That is a 21.
21 is okay. So,
Much better roll.
So the stealth, they haven't been re-alerted. Like the alert meter has not gone from yellow to red. All right. So Saeleas makes it up. So we still have Broom, Popol, and I think, is that it? Okay.
Unless our dwarven friend is coming with us.
No, she's getting ready. She's getting the horses ready.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Popol will take the rope. My dice. He says, "Well, all right, knot, please." And the rope kind of ties itself. All right, I'll try. And he is going to leap across as well. Also does not make it, falls down, and kind of just doesn't have the energy as he kind of thought he might. I rolled a 2 for Popol, so he did not have it. Plus something, but he didn't make it. So he's like, "Please pull me up like you did the other gentleman, please." Oh. So he's gonna be pulled up as well. Gonna roll stealth. Okay. Hey, Delleth, what is your stealth modifier? Sorry, what's your stealth modifier?
Plus 9.
Plus 9. Okay, I'm gonna say Popol is also pretty stealthy, kind of having grown up with you and having similar skill sets. We won't make him as stealthy because he's not a rogue, but we'll say maybe like a 7 or something. So it is enough to, like, he's able to kind of keep things light, and he doesn't alert the guards anymore. All right,
Got it.
finally,
As he climbs up, I tell him, "Well, at least you remember how to keep quiet."
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I'm not. My body weight feels unnatural. It's like I look heavier than I actually feel. Maybe it's some of this curse that I've got. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out.
It was much more fun to bully you when you're not like moping or cursed.
Rolls his eyes. All right. He says, "Unknot, please," and he throws it across. And Broom, it's your turn.
Broom is gonna take the rope, and he's gonna imitate Saeleas. Tie around me, and then ties around him.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna fly across.
Okay.
He's gonna attempt to fly. Yeah.
It's like a duck when it flies. It just kind of like flutters its wings rapidly.
All right.
Okay, first, athletics or acrobatics?
15.
That'll do it. So the Kenku makes its way across and flutters down. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Actually, Broom's gonna say real quick in Popol's voice, "Untie, please," to the rope. Untie. And then he's gonna draw his broom out.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna start brooming towards the direction of the guards to make a distraction.
Oh.
Brooming?
Yeah, with brooming. Yeah.
Okay.
He wants to be seen by the guards so that they are just like, oh, it's just broom.
Oh, okay. So like after you land.
After I land,
go through the tower and just start
and head towards them and just be like, oh, I'm just brooming.
Okay.
Brooming. Yeah.
Gotcha. So he does that. He kind of quickly goes through and you're like, what? Wait, Broom, what are you doing? And then you just hear, Broom. Oh, it's just Broom. Get out of here, Broom. Don't you know there's an attack going on? Get to somewhere safe or we'll kill you.
Innocent in all this. Good for you then.
Get out of here.
You can try. Hooves up.
What's he talking about? I don't know. I hate Kinkus.
Then he'll go back kind of towards the group.
All right. They're all like, oh, okay, cool. Everybody's like, oh, good. Delleth, you get a little nod from Popol, sort of nudging you in the other direction where the tower that will go into the main area of the keep on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody kind of
Popol and I will take lead. Let's do this quickly.
All right. You head in to the keep on the second floor going through a series of doors, and you find your way in a stone hallway which curves around, and there's some banners and tapestries that are hung on the wall. There's several doors along the side. You don't see anybody in the hallway quite yet. So, at the very far end, you do see what you recognize as your father's chambers, where he would go. And then a little bit further down from that, you see where your room used to be, where you and Popol shared a room as boys. And then there's the Master at Arms room, and then there's like a broom closet, and then there's another like office room. Where would you like to go?
I think we're going straight for the childhood bedroom.
All right. Go ahead and we're going to do a group stealth check. So everybody's going to roll stealth. You need to pass, I'm going to say 13 this time because you're indoors. So this is to make sure like how quietly you're doing it. So we're going to do this one at a time, and everybody's going to let me know what you got, what number you got if you passed. For everyone that's above, I'm going to give you a +1. For everyone that's below or meets or below a 13, you'll get a -1. So we want to end up on the positive. So, Broom, what did you get?
-1, below 13.
Okay, so we have to start off with a -1. Saeleas.
18.
That's a +1, so we're at 0. Jerrick.
24.
That's a +1, so we're at 1. Delleth.
16.
That's a +1, so we're at 2. Popol rolled a natural 20. Very quiet. Getting very familiar with this, so that's a 3. Sarsa.
1.
A 1. Okay. Back to 2, but it's still in the positive, so you guys are okay. You are still you as a group, even though there's a little bit of
I'm
shuffling.
not a stealthy lady.
That's okay. That's all right. I love it. Everybody's quiet and kind of like moving very stealthy, and Sarsa's just everybody stops and looks at her, and she's like,
chomp, chomp, chomp.
hard. And you kind of like, okay, like, well, that's what it is. But you make your way to the doors of the childhood bedroom. It is as you remembered it, perhaps a little smaller than you remember. But you, Popol looks at you, Delleth, and says, "After you."
All right. I step in. I look around. I assume the tome isn't just somewhere obvious.
Yeah, you look around. It's oddly familiar, although it's not quite the way you remember it. There's not much left of your stuff, your personal effects. There's a few candles. There's some books on a shelf above your bed. There's another bed off to the side, which is Popol's bed. There are some crates. There's a barrel. Everything has a thin layer of dust, so it looks like it just hasn't really been messed with. In the corner, there is a desk, which was used for kind of like a writing desk and for a lot of your studies when you had your childhood school marm or tutor that you guys would have to do like your lines and writings and arithmetic and stuff like that. And there's a vanity mirror in front of the desk as well, where you would sit and remember doing like you would sit and do like costumes and disguises and kind of practice some of those things. Maybe when Popol was around, maybe not. You notice the desk is not as dusty. It is not as untouched. And in fact, on the desk, as you look around, you notice a scroll that is kind of fresh. And there is or fresher, not super fresh, but it does have a seal of your father, which is the house of Corvax is a horse with wings. It's a wax seal in purple wax, and you notice it's sealed, and it's kind of just like tucked to the side.
I'm looking at my abilities real quick to just make sure that I have
Ability to open a letter.
Well, more check for traps, invisible things, what have you. So let me see.
-1 to legibility.
What about emotional manipulation?
Deathly allergic to wax.
I do have, if you are able to hear, you are aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creatures within 10 feet of you. I assume there are no boogeymen inside my old bedroom.
You take a second, kind of like, there's nobody else here.
Great. And then the last thing is I can make a investigation check to uncover decipher clues. This looks like a very obvious clue, but I could just go ahead and make that roll just to confirm it.
Yeah, I'll say you look at the you look at the scroll, you kind of be like, is this too obvious? And you kind of look around before you grab it. It's, checking for, is there a trap? Is there whatever? You do go ahead and make a investigation check.
All right.
Looking for anything unusual.
That is a 13 on that.
Ooh, excellent. The DC was 12. So you do notice that the wax, upon further inspection, is actually laced with what you notice as a favorite poison of your father's. As he, liked to send correspondence to people that he didn't like and make them mildly nauseous by kind of putting stuff on like with wax. So perhaps this was meant for you. Perhaps this was a deterrent to keep other people away after touching it. But you do recognize the wax has some sort of maybe like a kind of a nauseating chemical on it.
And Delleth takes out some gloves, and as he's putting them on, he's like, so crude, so uncouth, and makes his way over to...
Yes, it's not unlike father to do that, but something tells me that that's more to ward people away from touching it.
Well, potato, as I say.
Go ahead and open it. We don't have much time.
I prepare my fingers, my gloved fingers.
I don't
And
see
I-
any tome. I don't know what tome Broom was talking about, but I mean, this maybe this will give us some sort of indication. You open up the scroll, and you see a short letter written probably in the hand of your father, and it says, "Well, I'm actually going to send it to you in the chat here, and you
Ooh.
can read it out."
I'll read it out loud. Okay.
It's coming through as an image because some of the letters are missing.
I'll read the letter with the letters excluded. Does that sound all right? My son, if you get this error, it means I'm either dead or captured. Perhaps a bit of both. I'm sorry for the pain I've caused you and your brother over the years. I only wanted to do the right for our family, but I'm afraid my greed and pride clouded my judgment. You and Pop, I never saw tyranny. You and Pop never saw tyranny as a means to an end. I cannot atone for my sins, but perhaps I can give you advice to cleanse this land and ache it whole again. Take care, my son, and forever the steed, my journey.
And there's little, kind of scratchy diamond shapes where these kind of missing letters are. Now, since this is a cipher puzzle, but we're an audio show, I'd like you to kind of talk your way through figuring this out if you choose to do it now.
How fun. A puzzle, Delleth says out loud. Can everyone see it?
It's common for Thieves' Cant to show itself in this form as well.
Mhm.
So this is definitely like one of those. He wrote it probably a little while ago, but in the sense that, like, if you were to find it, he wanted you to be able to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. So I guess for the audience's benefit and for everyone else, I'll just repeat the words with letters missing. The word letter is missing an L. The word wanted is missing an N. The word clouded is missing a C. The word judgment is missing an E. The word popol is missing an O. The word take missing a T. And the word sun missing an O.
There's also a little PS.
Are we sure that that's a T and not an M?
Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you,
Perhaps I
Sarsa.
can give you advice to clean this land and make it whole again, not take it whole again.
That's fair. That's fair.
Typical man thinking they're going to take something rather than make it.
All right. Missing letters. Well,
So maybe
the solution is so obvious to me that it would be unfair to reveal the solution. So please discuss among yourselves.
And Delleth or Popol looks at so LNCEOMO. It's a damn word scramble. It's only like father. What is he talking about? Wait, there's a little bit more of the letter, Delleth. Can you read that?
Oh, yes. Signed, your father, Ritual. P.S. This is the vehicle of the cleanse. The agent is in the memory of your favorite story.
What the bother does he mean by that? Favorite story? So as some letters are being unscrambled, Carlos, I'd like you as Delleth to think about what is a story or book that what is a story that you like to hear as a child? It could be a real story or some sort of like fantasy version of Little Red Riding Hood or something like that, like, or maybe like a young adult novel kind of thing that you would read a lot, that kind of thing.
Devil's choice.
I do remember a ballad that a bard would sing. I heard it once. It was the Ballad of Scarface. And it was about Moni Tontana and about how he took over the town of Florida, and he ascended from rags to riches only to be brought down by his own hubris. I used to have a poster of it actually up on my wall. Very typical of men in this kingdom.
Moni Tontana.
Moni Tontana.
Yes.
Love that guy.
Yes, I remember that. I remember Moni Tontana. The Tale of Tontana it was called.
The Tale of Tontana, of course.
The Tale of Tontana, Face of Scars. Yes, it's
Face of Scars.
What a ruinous anti-hero he was. I remember that.
Say hello to my little dwarf.
Yes, I always felt that was a little bit of a giveaway, but all right. Well, have you? I don't know what he means. Why we would think about that story? Do you even know where that book is?
I must have had some sort of transcription here in the old bedroom.
You look above your bed. There are several books. As he's looking at the books.
Hey, these missing letters, they say monocle, or possibly lemon co, or melon co. But I think it's probably monocle. Does that make any sense to anybody?
Really smart, Jerrick. I'm so proud of you.
Popol kind of lowers his head for a second and says, "Why does that seem familiar?"
It was kind of a team effort.
I can't place it, but it does. Not so much the word itself, but what it represents. Or who? I'm sorry, my memory is not what it used to be. It says, my father wrote, "This is the vehicle of the cleanse." How can a monocle be a vehicle? The agent is in the memory of your favorite story. Do you see the Face of Scars story somewhere on your bookshelf, Delleth?
As a matter of fact, I do. And Delleth reaches over to it.
You do.
Pulls it out.
He pulls out a small little book that's kind of bound together and handmade. And you flip through it. And it's kind of as you remember. It's this quaint little, probably too violent story for the age that you read it. But it is a nice little story. And then a little piece of paper falls out as you're reading this.
Must be an old bookmark.
You open it up. There's this little parchment. And there's a scrolled note that I just sent over.
God, so much reading today. I am a thief of color, but a giver of sight. I feed the green, but burn the unwise. I have no voice, yet I announce the start and end of every day. I travel vast distances, but my journey ends when it strikes a pane of glass. What am I? Riddles, father. All right.
Some of those sound like they could be the sun, yeah.
The opposite of the moon.
Sun makes sense, but I suppose if you leave something out in the sun, it does lose color.
And it disappears when it hits the ground.
Yes, aye, but it's not going to be the whole sun itself. You can't grab the sun.
Sunlight, sunshine?
Perhaps sunshine or sunlight.
Just light.
Well, these types of riddles do have to be specific. I mean, because you could have moonlight, you could have reflective light, you could have, sun.
Oh! Do we have a monocle that we could shine sunlight through onto the paper?
We do not have. I don't have a monocle. Just then.
Anyone wear glasses you could break?
Just then, as you're kind of talking and figuring out these riddles and clues, there is a commotion down the hallway, and you hear, "Hey, check down here. Make sure none of them made it this way." And several soldiers you hear coming your way. What do you do?
Did we close the door behind us? First question.
Did you?
Who was the last one in?
I'll say the last one was Saeleas. Did you close?
I would have shut the door then.
Did you close the door when you came in?
Yeah.
Okay. So they, you hear soldiers. You don't see them, but you hear several of them. You hear like a check in the Lord's quarters. And it's getting closer. They're opening doors.
I have an idea.
Also,
I could open it.
about 10 minutes is left before the hour is up.
I could open a door to a demi-plane behind the door, so if they open it, we won't be in here. We could all hide, and then come back out when they're gone.
That take, and we're running out of time. Is there some way that we can just get out of here? I mean, I feel like we've got a good starting off point, and we just need to figure out how we can get light and a monocle. I mean, it's really obvious, right?
I mean, it's not obvious. I had to work really hard to come up with all
supposed to burn the book.
That was sarcasm for the record, Chris. That was me saying it's really obvious.
You don't know what I'm planning.
I don't.
There's a window,
actually
by the
not
way. There's a
sunlight.
window in the room.
Sarsa just wants to get out there.
There's a window.
Is it still daylight?
It is still daylight. It's like afternoon.
I'm gonna reach over. Can I take this?
Be
And
my
just
guest.
kind of take the book from Delleth, and then I'm just gonna go over to the window and expose the pages to the sunlight and see if anything changes.
So
Careful
you
with
do
the
that,
wax, Saeleas.
and the sunlight you remember from being outside before, the sunlight was kind of not directly visible because there's a lot of clouds. And not. You wait a beat, and then nothing really happens. And at that point, the door opens.
Should have done the demi.
The guards look inside. They're in here. And then several other guards. What do you do?
I'm gonna push the door closed and try to knock him backwards.
Okay, you try to push the door. There's a guard in the door. We're gonna have a quick strength contest. So, strength, vampire strength versus Jerrick strength.
Which
Let's
is
see what we
regular
got.
dude, because Jerrick fights with charisma, so it's not great.
All right.
Is it athletics or straight strength?
We'll say straight strength.
Able to try and help and support him, and at least give him an assist.
Please.
Okay, Sarsa jumps behind the door too. What'd you roll?
A 7.
A 7. Well, and is that with advantage?
No.
Okay.
With
Sarsa's
advantage, it
helping you.
becomes a 7.
Ooh.
Well, good for you, because the vampire guard rolled a 1. He was not prepared for someone to just slam into the door, and it kind of slams him against the wall. You have a minor diversion because the one guard that was standing in the door that called out to you, and everybody else is kind of like, what? Gets slammed against the wall and pushed outside, and you manage to shut the door because he rolled a 1. So you shut the door, and I imagine there's some sort of lock, like a little barred lock. So you're able to lock the door, what would you like to do?
Click. I don't think that's gonna hold them very long, you guys. We need a new plan. We're gonna fight or flight.
You immediately hear slam, like
Okay.
slam.
Okay.
Come out.
I'm gonna actually stay away from this, and I'm gonna cast a demiplane
Okay.
right behind the door.
Behind the door.
So that's another door,
Okay.
and I'm gonna open that. So just like when they come in, they'll immediately go into what is. It says it's an empty room, 30 feet in each dimension.
Like a
Let
little,
them go in
a
there.
little pocket dimension. Okay. Are you doing
It's
it
my highest level spell.
right at the door? So when they open the door is going to open up to that? Into that.
That would work. Sure.
Okay. All right. So you cast Demiplane. This glowing sort of ethereal door shows up in front of the door, and slam. There is a click. Hold on, I've got a key. And there's a little click of a lock, and the door bursts open, and you don't really see it because it's happening on the other side of this demiplane, but you just hear and then it's silent.
They all went in. Based on that was the sounding.
Saeleas, what just happened?
Everyone get ready in case they're not all in there. And then I'm going to drop concentration on that spell.
So what does that do to them? Are they trapped in the demiplane?
That makes them trapped in the demiplane.
Oh my goodness. You just trapped 7 vampire guards in a demiplane, a 30 by 30 foot pocket dimension, and they're trapped there.
I did something good.
What?
They were all evil and none of them had families, right? Right?
I can open it back up, but just I don't have another 8th level
They all
spell
had
slot
puppies
today.
that are hungry back at home. No, you don't know.
Oh no.
So the door goes away, and then what you see is the open door of the bedroom, and no one is on the other side.
Let's not dawdle then. Let's get out of here.
All right. Making
Hooves
haste.
up.
You have hooves up,
Make haste.
and you make haste and run back to kind of where you were before. You go outside. I'm assuming the fog has lifted at this point. The fog wand spell.
Probably.
Yeah.
I imagine.
We'll
let's
assume
say
so,
yes.
unless it's probably been about 30 minutes, an hour or something like that. So you come out to the parapet again, and for the sake of time, we'll say that you all kind of leap down to the first floor. There's hay. There's some of you can leap across if you want to try to do that. Now that you know that you can, but you are, that possibly others are alerted to your presence, so you all kind of make your way down to the first floor, either using the rope or jumping down or helping each other kind of straddle the wall down to the ground level. Being right next to the barn, you make your way in the barn, and as you go in, you see Zuzana has prepared all of the mounts, 6 different mounts that have all of the saddles, and a couple of them have like supply bags. There's grain, there's supplies, rations, blankets, tents, things like that for a journey. She says, "Well, it's about frickin' time I was about to leave with all of this stuff just for me. Get on the damn horses." And she, even though she's a dwarf and these are very large beasts, she kind of grabs one from the side and flings herself up with, an amazing grace that you've never seen from a dwarf getting on a almost like 6 foot tall horse. And she's very capable of getting on this thing.
Dwarves have very good core strength.
And she's like, "Let's go. Get on a horse. One of you will have to ride with me." So,
I'll go with you.
okay. So Saeleas and Susanna.
Or should we put the brothers on the same horse as each other since one of them is injured?
It's up to you.
Either? No? Okay, I'll go with you then. Let's go.
All right,
And I'll-
Susanna and Saeleas share a horse. Hold on, I'm gonna write this down.
Yep.
Who's on the horse?
I mean,
Is it Susanna?
Zuzana.
Yes, at the beginning?
It's a Z.
Zuzana. Okay. I wrote it down wrong earlier.
Except Broom, who's waving goodbye.
Goodbye, Broom!
We
Hey,
should
boyo!
We'll miss you.
we should really try to find Randall.
Oh, yeah.
Moves up.
Oh, she said, "Oh, Broom, you're not coming. Are you sure?"
Sure.
Well, take care. Get somewhere safe in the town. Don't stay around this keep. It's not safe here.
Go to room.
Go to the inn. Go to the inn. Go back to the inn. You know where the inn is in town. Stay there. They've got some small hiding basements. You'll be safe. Plenty to
inn.
eat. Yes, go to the inn.
To the inn. To the
Take
inn.
care. Yes. To
They
the
have
inn.
peanuts.
So, Saeleas, if you do share with Susanna, you assuming you want to, I mean, and just one of, there has to be at least one pair up. Susanna's small, so she kind of says, like somebody can ride with me. Everybody else can have their own.
Figured I'm comfortable with dwarves being married to one.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Yeah.
why not?
Okay.
Sarsa's
that's fine.
put on some happy weight, so she doesn't want to share.
Okay. You all kind of hop up on your mounts. These are very large horses, but they feel very sturdy and strong underneath you, and it oddly kind of warm. I mean, they're very fuzzy, and as soon as you get on, the fur kind of has this warming feeling, even though it's not covering you. It's almost like the aura around the horses is just kind of like, oh, I feel warm even though I'm exposed to the elements. It's kind of like an extra effect of these winter steeds, is you don't have to put on a bunch of extra. Narratively, it's kind of fun, but it's also kind of like my little thing of like, we don't have to worry about putting on a bunch of extra stuff because you have
Everybody
winter
layer.
protection. Yeah, not
Okay.
a lot of layers. Okay, as this happens, and you kind of Broom scatters away, there are soldiers that are coming around the corner, and they said they're in the stables. They jumped over. They jumped over. We saw them from over there, and you hear them coming. So at that point, Susanna says, "I think we should go," and she kind of and kicks on the side of her horse and starts starts galloping, and the rest of you follow, and you're making your way on the steeds, on the winter steeds. As you are galloping through the outside of the castle and around, several of the soldiers will attempt to shoot arrows at you. So I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw to avoid being hit by a volley of arrows.
If you are within 10 feet of me, you get a bonus of 5.
Okay, so because you're on
nice.
horses and horses are not right next to each other, I'll say you're riding close to Sarsa, so Sarsa gets that bonus, which makes sense.
Already.
You said it was a bonus of how much?
Plus 5 to any saving throw.
And I'm 15.
Okay, 15 will just succeed.
I got a 17.
It succeeds.
Jerrick has a 23.
That's fine.
16 for Delleth.
16 succeeds, and Popol. Oh, Popol gets hit. He gets hit, and not good. He gets hit in the shoulder, and you see he's just like, oh, I don't like that, and pulls out the arrow, just like rips it out. A little stronger than you expect him to, Delleth. You kind of see him pull it out, and he just throws it to the side. And I'll be fine. Keep going. You see Popol reach down, and on the horse there's like a one of the poles that you would use for setting up a tent. You know, there's kind of like little base, you know, like dowels and things like that. So he kind of just grabs something, and he says, "Throw me that rope! That smart rope! I've got an idea."
Sarsa, I think that's you.
Yeah, I would assume Sarsa took it back.
That's right. I had the rope. Sorry.
Throw me that rope! Sarsa!
You can
Okay.
tell it what to do. I don't think I was clear about that
I
last
understand
time.
that I'm not an idiot. He grabs it and he says, "Lasso!" and he goes, and lasso one of those soldiers, and he throws it out, and the rope kind of angles itself and almost curves midair to try to guard. And one of the soldiers that's nearby, that's like, I'm gonna get these horses as they ride by, it gets lassoed, and he just kind of pulls really hard and yanks the soldier off of his feet, and he's kind of dragging this soldier along with the magical rope. And he takes the dowel, and he's kind of like, "You kept me in the dungeon for years." He's like hitting him on the side. You guys make your way out of the city gates, and past where all the guards are. At that point, Popol jumps down, and he takes the dowel, and he kind of like whacks the soldier on the head, who's a vampire, but you know, he kind of whacks him, and he takes off his helmet, and the sunlight, even though it's dim, is just enough where he's like, no, ah! He starts kind of burning and singeing. He kind of burns and singes, and just enough sunlight, it's timed so well. The sunlight hits the vampire guard, and he disintegrates, his skin melting into a radiant dust. You see again kind of a faint spirit, soul kind of ghost, sort of float away as the body is left. And then Popol grabs the armor and starts putting it on pretty quickly and says, "This will protect me, just in case I might have the same reaction. Although," and he kind of looks at his hand, he looks at his face, "I don't feel any burning. Suppose that's a good sign. All right, we should go." And he kind of grabs a couple of pieces of armor and puts the rest in a supply bag and says, "All right," and lifts himself up, and he continues to ride, and you guys gotta keep riding. As you get a little further, you crest over a couple of hills, and then you finally see the vast landscape of the countryside, and the big mountains known as the Frostfang Mountains are looming peaks with high purple mountains immediately bordering the town. And Susanna says, "Welcome to the Frostfang Mountains. We're gonna have to go through these before we get to your final destination. So I hope you have got your wits about you." And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
Hooray!